So for function number 3, function is a quadratic function, but we have to be careful here. This quadratic function is not taking the whole general quadratic graph. It is taking from the point 0 to 5 only, condition. So this question got condition. They want the graph, the part from 0 to 5. So state the range and hence determine whether this function is 1 to 1 or not. So for doing quadratic, we have to do the computing the square. Then we can know what is the shape of this graph. So for x squared minus 2x minus 3, we are going to do computing the square, put the x into the bracket square, and then b here will be divided by 2. So negative 2 divided by 2, negative 1, minus back the value. So here will be negative 1, negative 4. So we can see clearly, our minimum point occur at 1, negative 4. Okay, so and our graph here starting from coordinate 0 and until coordinate 5. So starting point, what we want our starting point is x0. So what is our coordinates? Will be negative 3. So it will be 0, negative 3. Ending, because they are not taking the whole part of the function, so ending we have to calculate at which point it will end. When x equals to 5, our y equals to 12. So this is our ending point. Therefore, we can draw our quadratic correctly. So start from the starting point 0, our y is negative 3. Then you can see start from 0, negative 3, then go down, minimum point at 1, negative 4, and then go up. So let's say here is negative 3, then negative 4, then go up for x equals to 5. The ending point here is 12. So it ends here. And it starts here. Minimum point at 1, negative 4. So after we draw this graph, then only we can see it clearly. What is our range? Our range of this function, which is our y value that involving here is start from negative 4 up to 12 only. They stop at 12 only. So range negative 4 to 12. And last part, determine is it this one is 1 to 1 function. So obviously is if you take above here, you have one intersect only, no problem. But at the bottom here, you have 2 intersection points. So we have to show up. We must show up our problem here. Our horizontal line will put at here. And show that this horizontal line. From the horizontal line test, it will intersect at 2 points. So this function definitely is not 1 to 1 function. So in order to get our answer here, 1 mark is for our shape. Okay, this is our shape. Right. Drawing correctly from the point 0 until point 5, coordinate 5. And then another mark for us to label up your starting point, your minimum point, your ending point. And then another marks completely labeled for x-axis. All labeled correctly. All labeled correctly. Then proceed to your question of range. This is our answer, -4 to 12 included, because it will be minimum point and ending point, which is included from the questions. Then concept of horizontal line test to give us conclusion. This is not one-to-one.